beautiful Aries, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with a little bonus reading. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I'll never ask you for your credit card details and I'll never ask you for personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Aries, this reading's a little bit different. It's about what your guides need you to know, okay? So I'm going to get all of your cards first, and then I will do the energy reading. So let's see what comes up for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? What message would you like to give them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? They want one more. Oh, okay. There we go. I'm not surprised they want that last one there of that deck, because it is the one who is wild. Okay, the one who is wild. So absolutely, that is your nature. You're a fire element. You're a firecracker, they just said. I love that. So definitely very courageous. Energy coming through here. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? And the Fool card coming up straight away for you, along with the Death card. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know for their highest good? We've got the Judgment card, that's Aries, Scorpio, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So there's going to be much luck going on in your life, lots of lucky breaks. But very strong energy. You're showing up in your reading very, very strongly there. We've got the Chariot card. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. We've got the 9 of Wands. Interesting. When it comes to love, you are a bit of a wounded warrior, but a warrior all the same. And we've got the Ace of Cups there for you as well. Okay, one more. Excuse me. Thank you so much. We got the Queen of Pentacles. So very resilient, very resourceful. The first card you got here is the one who calms. Now, you're the sort of person, as soon as I pick up this card, you champion other people. Okay, my beautiful Aries, you're very good at, building people up in terms of their dreams, cheering them on from the sidelines. Your guides want you to be aware. Please use that energy for you also, because sometimes you doubt yourself a little bit, okay? Now, I know all humans, we all have moments of doubt, but because you're so passionate in raising people up and sort of showing people what is possible in the world in terms of achievement, remember some of that energy to give yourself a pep talk is what they're indicating. Now, it says here, the one who calms. Now, this is a beautiful deck here. It's called the Key Oracle deck, and it says she who calms, but male or female, it's not a gender specific reading, so I'm using the one who calms instead. And it says stillness, purity, quiet, okay? Now this is something that you need to make sure you have moments to find, okay? Because you're so passionate, you run on that wonderful energy, that excitable energy. Find moments, little pockets in your life to create stillness, okay? Because it actually helps you power up. Also, they're indicating, very interestingly, that you take a while to contemplate something and then you're very spontaneous and sort of just go for it, okay? So they're indicating, it's like, because right now they're showing me the stork in the water. I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading. They're showing me a stork. So you have moments of great stillness, and then all of a sudden, look at this. All of a sudden, you take the plunge, you decide to take the leap of faith, and then you're moving and grooving, and you're really, going to be very, very successful there, okay? You're not the sort of person to stay still for long, is what they're indicating, but in those moments of stillness, you have great wisdom. There is great knowledge that is bestowed upon you, so make time to rest your beautiful self. Don't burn your candle out at both ends there, because that 9 of Wands tells me that, be cautious with the energy that you give there. They're kind of indicating, before you take a leap, in any area of your life, please take a moment just to pause, especially since we got that 9 of Wands there as well, which is kind of like that pause, or any pause that you find in life, to take a moment of stillness. It gives you an opportunity to reevaluate your circumstances before you dive on all in, okay? Questioning is good, they just said. Questioning is good. And you're the sort of person, very philosophical in your energy, you know, because the more you question, the more sort of energetic, knowledgeable downloads you get. You have innate wisdom. You just know things. Trust your intuition. It will not lead you astray. I mean, you've got a wonderful owl there. It indicates that knowledge will come to you on wings. You will actually, in the stillness, find all the answers that you require. The perfect answer is actually within you when you connect to your highest good. Now, of course, it's wonderful to ask advice from other people, etc., etc., and always take their sort of knowledge into account, because they will give you, the people around you care so much about you, they love you so much, they give you the best advice they can give you. But ultimately, you know, you rely on your own sort of intuition to guide you, and that is perfect. You know, as long as you are informed before you make a decision on anything in your life, then you will never ever make the wrong decision, is what they're indicating. Now, you're very exciting. The Fool card, basically the Fool card, Aries, is your energy. You know, that playful spirit. You are so passionate, so playful, so childlike in moments, so open-hearted, okay? And you often, now this has come up for a couple of signs, not all signs of course, but you often look a lot younger than your years because you have that playful, open heart. Don't ever lose that inner child dancing in the world, being excitable about life and being curious about life, because that's actually what keeps you as a bright spark. Also, the Magician card, sorry, not the Magician card, the Fool card. Interesting slip of the tongue there. Magician card is also an Aries card. So I guess you have great powers of manifestation, but okay, thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. They were trying to give me that partnered together, that sort of like beginning of adventure, and being very original and free. You have so much potential, and the Magician card is, they're just showing me focus. Okay, that's what they're indicating with the Magician card. You've got so much talent, so much drive, so much, you know, you make great decisions. Sometimes you may lack a little bit of focus, so just be mindful of that. That's why they were bringing that up. And I guess that really connects to the Chariot card, because the Chariot card is a directional gauge. So it basically says, do I take the left? Do I take a right? Which one do I decide? So when you're sort of leaping, they want you to look before you leap in life, okay? Because you have that wonderful spontaneity about you. Sometimes when you're in the midst of taking a decision, you may feel a little bit of like overthinking, and you may all of a sudden, like, you know, like for example, this Fool character here is diving all in, okay? And you got very pure intentions, wonderful, passionate, exciting heart, full of hope is what they're indicating. That's why the star is on the heart chakra area, full of hope. You can't make a decision or rethink this leap midway, okay? So they're indicating as soon as you've taken the action of taking the plunge in some area of your life, you can't then be questioning on the way down. Should I take a left? Should I take a right? So they're indicating focus on what you intend to achieve, and you will achieve everything you set out to do. The Chariot card, you're going to be very successful in life, okay? But you're the sort of person who not just motivates yourself and finds that passion and that drive, that ambition. You're the sort of person who motivates the troops as well. So you're very influential. You're not even aware of how influential you are. The Chariot card indicates a lot of energy, a lot of commitment to whatever you set out to do, and you can overcome any challenge that you're set. And in life, we're all given a challenge. There's all ups and downs, but you are, it's almost like you see it as a challenge. You see it as something to really get your teeth into, to like prove to yourself that you're capable of doing whatever it is you dedicate your time, your energy to. And Spirit indicates that you will make much progress in life. Just be a little bit disciplined with your time, because when you've got a lot of energy, sometimes, you know, your brain can go to many different places, and you've got wonderful ideas all the time. You're sparking, and also pay close attention to your dreams and your goals and your visions, because they're important. They'll take you absolutely to where you want to go, okay? Dream big, because Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. They said, dream big, because what's the point in dreaming small? There's just no point, okay? Life is to be lived in the fast lane, I guess. But also, please just take a moment to pause before you dive on all into whatever it is you're committing yourself to. Because, for example, if you're about to sign a contract, you know, and you're really excited about maybe an artistic job or something where you can creatively express yourself, and you're completely tuned into the job. But when it comes to the paperwork and you're like, paperwork, blah, and then you're like skim reading maybe, and you're just so excited to get going on an opportunity, and there may be something hidden in a clause or something like that. So just be mindful of that throughout life in general. The Chariot card indicates much triumph and success, but you've got the willpower, the determination, the hard work to succeed in the first place. And boy, are you passionate, okay? Especially in love as well. You dive in. When you know that this is the person, you are like, so exciting. You just sweep a person off their feet, and also you allow yourself to be swept up in the moment as well. You completely get lost in the moment. Now, they're just showing me an image of a Tasmanian devil, you know, the cartoon. So it's almost like you're forced to be reckoned with. You're like, you live life sometimes 100 miles a minute, okay? And you may not feel like you're doing that. Sometimes that's why things like routine, monotony, the groundhog sort of experience that we have in life sometimes, that repetitive cycle, sometimes dulls your shine. So you always are the sort of person who's trying to find the interesting things in life to experience. And I feel like you'll do much traveling in your lifetime as well, because that keeps your soul rejuvenated and young and curious about the world, because you are very curious about a lot of things. So, you know, if there's the newest sort of bar in town, you're the first person to be like, I want to go there. If there's an art exhibition that you're like, everybody's talking about all around the world, as soon as it comes to wherever you're at, you're there. You know, you're the sort of person who likes to soak up everything that life has to offer. You're also very, very creative is what they're giving me. Very talented at what you do. But deep down, there is some doubt, the one who doubts, okay? So it says fear, wariness, trust. So there may be moments where you have trust issues because of a previous experience, but you did not come to this lifetime like that. So it's something you have experienced is what they're indicating. You're a warrior. You're the sort of person, you never give up on things. So even if you fear, even if you doubt, you still get straight into the fray, okay? You overcome that fear and you get in the mix, because I just keep getting this energy of life is too short. So as you can see, look, the one who fears, there's a scar right across this person's face. So I feel like this is something you've experienced in life that has made you a little bit cautious about either, I feel it could be love, for example. You may have had a negative experience in love toward an ending of a relationship, but it could be some sort of experience from childhood, because we got that Fool card right there, that has made you cautious in some areas of your life. But that's where you'll find like a push and pull energy within you, where it's like, I'm not really sure whether I should do this. I'm a little bit cautious. And then all of a sudden you're like, to hell with it. I'm just going to dive on in and see how it goes. Okay. So that's why they're giving that indication. Take a little pause. It's okay. You're not giving up. You're just taking a breather before you move on, because the Nine of Wands is that wounded warrior that persists. So you're the sort of person who persists in life. You transform. You transform your fears, and you're a go-getter. You're someone who's an achiever. Okay. You don't let life and its mundanity bog you down, is what they're indicating. The Death card also is a need to transform your world to make it healthy, okay? So you may be called to sort of influence your world by nourishing yourself better, body, mind, and soul. Go into the gym or getting exercise if you don't like the gym, perhaps. Good eating. You're always trying to improve yourself and sort of rejuvenate yourself. And I feel like also through life, you'll go through many cycles of transformation in a really positive way. Also, you're not the sort of person to let anything get in your way of happiness. Okay, not that you're going to bulldoze people out of your way to get happiness, but I feel you do sort of drop negative situations like hot potatoes. You're like, life's too short to be experiencing that. So I feel like you're really good at cultivating your world in a very healthy way. As you can see, this cockerel there is cutting, you've got a side there, and is ready to cut anything out of the way of the sun. Even the clouds, it reaches up to the clouds. So it's like you don't want anything to dull your shine and get in the way of your pursuit of happiness. That doesn't mean that you, because I can see that you experience some great highs, but also some great lows is what they're indicating. But still you persist, you never give up. The Nine of Wands is someone who, even in uncertain times, still gets into the mix, still pursues a goal or a dream. Just make sure you maintain a healthy boundary, especially in relationships is what they're giving me. The Nine of Wands is a protective energy. It can be a barrier. Okay, so because of whatever you experienced, because I feel like whatever it is, whether you were bullied as a young person or whether you actually have scars, they're showing me that there is a scar or a mark on your soul. So, it's almost like a reminder to not just frivolously or recklessly run into the fray. So you may have felt there's always been that undercurrent of what if, but it was to just almost make you take a pause in life, okay? Just be aware of that. The Nine of Wands is, if you've got that barrier in terms of love because of previous experiences, or you're hesitant sometimes to show the real you, and you feel like you would not be accepted in some way, shape or form, Spirit indicates you're wonderfully authentic. You're so beautiful. You're a bright spark in the world, and there should be more energies like you in the world, my beautiful Aries. And I know that, you and Mars have like a wonderful connection, and it's like passion, but it can also be anger as well. So sometimes when you're trying to achieve something, there is an aggression, okay? And how can I put that? It's not like anger or hostility or anything like that. I mean, you've got a temper, that's what they are indicating. And we've all got one of those, but we try to not use it, of course. We try to be the peacekeeper. And you come in love, not really, you're not a fighter. I feel like more that you're a lover, and a passionate one at that is what Spirit's giving me. But they're giving this energy of hasty. Okay, when it's like, it's not aggression, but it's like sometimes you're a bit hasty at running into things or committing to things and things like that. So they just want you to be aware of that trait sometimes. There's a little bit of doubt there. It's almost like implanted in you and in everyone at some point in their life in order to make sure they look before they leap, okay? So just be aware of that. Now look at this figure here, incredible. The one who stands, and look at that. It's almost like, it almost is like the skull of a ram or something like that. It's probably not, but it says the one who stands, resolute, implacable, determined. So you are determined to succeed, but also you stand for what is right in the world. You stand up to any injustice. That's the sort of person you are. You stand up for the person who is the underdog. You also stand up for social injustice. So you're always, campaigning for what is right. And you are a warrior or a warrioress. You're the sort of person who is strong because you've had to be strong. That's what your guides are giving me, that they are so proud of your resilience and your strength throughout all the circumstances that have come your way in life. These two cards indicate you are that wounded warrior. You still keep fighting, and everything that you've got in life and all the successes that you'll achieve in life, because you will achieve a lot of success. They're hard won. It may have been a struggle or an uphill battle, but boy, do you always get there in the end, okay? You stand for truth. They just said you stand for truth and integrity, okay? You have clarity of purpose. You always achieve whatever it is you set out to do. It's like you see the target, you lock your eyes on that target, and you get going, you get moving and motivated to achieve that target. And your guides are so proud of you for everything that you stand for and everything that you've achieved so far. They want you to be aware that you should be proud of yourself, because sometimes you doubt yourself or sometimes you beat yourself up. So they want you to transform that part of your psyche that and have a little bit more self-compassion, okay? Because they want you to shift that negative self-talk. They also want you to be aware that you're beautiful both inside and out, and sometimes you don't give yourself credit, or you don't see what others see, and they really wish that you could see yourself from other people's eyes, because a lot of people find you attractive. They are in awe of you. They actually respect you from afar, and they wish they had that motivation, that drive, that passion of life that you have. You're very interesting, even though sometimes you may think that you're not, which is bizarre, but you're very interesting to be around, okay? Now, you may have had a fair few battles in your life, but I feel you've picked your battles wisely, okay? The Judgment card indicates you weigh things up. You do weigh things up in terms of, is it worth fighting for? Just be mindful of the energy that you give to people. Be discerning about the company that you keep, because there are some people in life who are takers, and they take your wonderful energy, and you're a giver. You're a lover, as I said here with this. You give your love, your care, your attention to people, but also to the things that you're passionate about. And you give your all, okay? You give everything that you have to give. When you're all in, you're all in. The Judgment card indicates second chances, okay? So I do feel like as you get older, as you mature, there may be a career that you will return to that maybe you had to give up in your younger years. Perhaps you decided to have children or have a family, and you decided to take another job. But I feel like you will return to something in later years that either you felt was a hobby, but it actually turns out to be your passion, your life's purpose, and you'll make a lot of money from it, is what they're indicating. You're very, very talented. And the Judgment card is basically your purpose and your true calling. So they're indicating that you are the sort of person, you can't do like an ordinary job, okay? You may take it just to pay the bills, but there's something that you're really passionate about, and it is your calling, and you will earn money from it. So maybe you'll like spin lots of plates and do a lot of multitasking and have two jobs, because this is the Judgment card is about scales. It's like weighing up your time, what you give your time to, okay? So you may actually have that second wind in order to come home of an evening and have a second stream of income that you're really passionate about, and you make that work. Later on in life, that's going to be very, very financially lucrative for you, and you'll be focusing on that alone, okay? Now, also, the Judgment card is a card of evolution, okay, and reconciliation. So there may be many times where you reconcile with a person that perhaps you're in love with. Maybe you've got a cycle with that person because it's very passionate. This person could be Aries, Scorpio energy. It doesn't have to be, but I feel you and this person very connected to each other, very passionate, very like argumentative, passionate, fiery kind of relationship. Later on in life, you may reconnect with that person. I feel make sure that they're on the same page as you, because you give your heart and soul to this person, okay? Make sure it is reciprocated. I feel like it is, but the Judgment card is a card of second chances. Be mindful, not everybody deserves a second chance. Ask yourself, is it worth it, okay? And what you're getting out of it. Because if you're always overextending yourself or overcommitting yourself to something, you're going to lose your energy. And they want you to be aware that you're going to be at a fork in the road moment where you must release things that no longer serve you or hinder your path. And it's going to be difficult to perhaps let go of this particular person because there's a lot of love there, but there's also a lot of drama, and it seems to go round and round in circles, and it doesn't really go anywhere, okay? You have many cycles with this person. In order to get a better love, one where you don't feel like you're always being wounded by this person, one that is on the same page as you, you have to let go of that situation. It's going to be difficult. Your guides are with you every step of the way. They want you to be aware that you're not alone, and that you can ask for their help and guidance at any moment, because you don't tend to. You're the sort of person who's very independent, very self-assured, and you live life on your own terms. You're non-conformist. But sometimes when you're wrestling with a problem, for et cetera, please reach out to them, because they can guide you. They send you signs. Now, they're just showing me a silver feather, okay? Silver feather. So either you will find like a silver feather like trinket, or that is a symbol that you've been seeing quite a lot. Maybe you've seen feathers that look a little bit silvery, or you've seen billboards with silver feathers on there. They're just showing me that that is a sign for you to be aware of. Now, it's almost like silver feather. It almost looks like an angel wing. So I can't really, because I'm scrying in the water, it's a little bit cloudy there. So, I mean, it could also be an angel wing, the shape of it, but it looks like a feather as well. So maybe someone has got a tattoo, for example, that's an angel wing that looks like a big old feather. So please take it as it resonates. I'm not really sure how that resonates. It may be quite precise. The Ace of Cups, you have so much love to give. You're so creative. You're so original in your energy, and you've got that big dream, okay? Don't ever give up on that big dream. It will be very financially rewarding for you, but most important, it is very rewarding in terms of your heart space. It's emotionally rewarding, okay? This also tells me that you have a lot of mental activity, okay? So make some time to take some rest, because you'll burn yourself out. With that 9 of Wands, the next stage up is the 10 of Wands. So you live on that energy. You're always coasting on that passionate energy, which is wonderful, but sometimes you need a rest. Also, they're just showing me how romantic you are. You always go the distance for a person, and you deserve the exact same in return. That's why they want you to be aware of relationships that don't give you what you give to a person. Now, for example, we don't give to receive back, but it's nice to know that someone's on the same page and gives the same amount of love that you have to offer, okay? Yeah, you're always looking for the one. You're always looking for the big dream, the one, and things like that. And whilst that is admirable and you'll fight for what you believe in, sometimes it comes with great sadness, because you always feel like you're searching for something that is unobtainable, okay? Your dreams, never give up on those. But the one comes, in terms of love, comes in many different forms. So be open to all experiences in life, which I feel like you are, but they're just indicating sometimes you may have a deep low or a deep sadness or a deep depression because you feel like you're not fulfilling the high expectations that you've put upon yourself. They said just show compassion. Everything, show compassion for yourself. Everything will come in its true order, its natural form. So it's that longing that creates the sadness. So just be aware that it is a trait that comes with you, my beautiful Aries, and then just shrug it off, brush it off, because what is meant for you will never ever pass you by, okay? Make sure you love yourself fully, and remember that you're capable of creating all possibilities. They will become available to you, okay? Be optimistic in life is what they're indicating, and you will bring all dreams into being. Allow yourself to be the light in the darkness. Okay, because sometimes you experience those great moments of darkness. I mean, you've got the Scorpio death card there as well. So they're just showing me how sometimes you have deep lows, and that is natural. We all go through that light and dark in life. So don't be wondering if there's something, you know, missing or something wrong. It is a natural state. And they just said this sentence, "This too shall pass," which of course is a very, very famous sentence there. Very famous quote. Now, we've also got the one who is wild. Okay, wild and free. No one should ever pin you down or lock you into something, because you have that fiery, passionate spirit that burns bright. You've got strong emotion, and you know you like to see the world and be, you know, that absorb that energy like a sponge. So you need to be wild. You need to be free. And I said this about Gemini energy as well, and Aquarius, I think as well. They're air elements, even though you're a fire element. The thing with Aries energy, if they're allowed to roam free, they'll always come back to where their heart's at, okay? You know, so I've had friends in the past who are like, oh, Aries, you know, they're passionate, they're wild, but, you know, does that mean that they could cheat on me? Well, no. If their heart is engaged, they will always come back to where their heart belongs. But they'll still want to explore travel. They will still be charismatic, because you're very charismatic, and sometimes, and you may have experienced this, that some people may have misconstrued your charisma, your joie de vivre for life, your vitality as flirtations, but you're just being your wonderful free self. There's nothing in it. Okay, you're just being that bright spark. So sometimes people can misconstrue and think that you're being flirtatious with them, or that you're being flirtatious with other people, when actually that's not the case. So just because, you know, you have that wonderful charisma, you know, don't ever dull your shine. Don't ever change your personality. The right person, the right situations will always gravitate towards you. It says untamed, wild, mysterious. And that's what's so attractive to you. Attractive about you is what they're indicating. You're magnetic. Okay, there's something about you. You actually magnetize people into your energetic sphere. They want to know you because you're interesting. They want to know you because you're passionate. You're authentic. You can always tell a person who is honest, open, and true blue, and you want to know that person, and that is you, my beautiful Aries, okay? We've also got the Wheel of Fortune. So you're really capable of making your own luck. You're aware that your passion and your power will change your circumstances. And they're indicating here life cycles. Sometimes life cycles, especially cycles where you feel you have to take a job to earn money, even if your heart's not engaged in the work truly, and it's not a dream job, it can feel a little bit debilitating or a little bit like claustrophobic. So just be mindful of that. Spirit indicates that you're going to be very, very lucky in life. Always be prepared. They said always be prepared for whatever it is that you want to do in life, because preparation, when it meets destiny and synchronicity, that's when your luck sort of is possible. That's when luck sort of meets you halfway. It's almost like when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So when you are ready, the lucky break will appear. Okay, this card is, I feel fate. Everything in your life is fated. There are moments where you can also be in charge, the master or the mistress of your own destiny, but you are aware that there is an element of fate governing you, but you like to create your own fate. Okay, you'll be very fortunate. There are going to be a lot of random moments in your life, things just working out perfectly, or you think of a person and then all of a sudden they message you, or you're thinking of a person and then you bump into them in the street. You're going to have a lot of like synchronicities like that throughout life. Also, they're indicating you have your third eye, okay, is wide open. Trust it. Trust your intuition. It will never lead you astray. But always remember, there is ups and downs in life, and we just have to ride that wave of life as best as we can. And you're really good at it, okay? You create possibilities for yourself, they just said. And they're showing me that your destiny, your true destiny may slot into place when you're a little bit more mature. Doesn't mean that you're not going to be very, very successful when you're younger, but you settle into it a little bit more when you're older, and it doesn't feel like a fight anymore. It just feels really like exciting, okay? And financially, very, very, rewarding lifestyle will be yours. The Queen of Earth there tells me, or the Queen of Pentacles tells me that you will make a lot of money, because the Queen of Pentacles sort of doubles, triples, quadruples their money in their lifetime. This is all about, as you can see, multiplying with the rabbits there, multiplying finances. Everything needs to start with a plan. So make sure that you always plan. That's what they're indicating by that pause. Look before you leap. Make that plan. You're the sort of person who plants the seeds and cultivates your world, tends to the needs of your career or to your love life in order for it to flourish, okay? You've got a lot of commitment. You're very down to earth, and you're capable of creating a lot of financial opportunities in your world. Also, you're very resourceful with the money that you've got. So if you start with a little, you make it go a long way. Also, I feel a little bit later on in life, you'll want to settle down, perhaps have a family, if that's the way you want to go. Not everybody wants to, or not everybody can, but I feel there's a little bit more grounded energy towards you as you mature. So you may settle a little bit later in life. Doesn't mean that, if, for example, you find the right person earlier on, you will know when the time is right. Just trust your intuition. But the Queen of Pentacles tends to tell me that you're going to create a wonderful, sensual sanctuary that's really beautiful. You're the sort of person who's got a really good eye for like architecture and details and, home improvements and, interior design, that sort of thing. You just got a really great eye for things like that. There will be much abundance in your lifetime. There will be much wealth and comfort, okay? Comfort is important. Also, know that you're capable and protected. Whatever you set out to do, you're always protected. They're just showing me how everything in your life, whilst you may feel like sometimes you struggle, or it's a battle, you have to fight for success, fight for financial reward, they're indicating it's totally worth it because you achieve it. So they're very excited about the path that you're on. And if you've been struggling recently, because we got that 9 of Wands there, it will change very, very soon. The transformation card is crossing it. Don't doubt your wonderful self, okay? We all go through moments of tests of faith and just tests in life. It asks us to choose a path, because you got the Chariot card and the Judgment card here. So you will make the right choices, but just make sure you take a moment to pause, because all the answers are within you, okay? I'm just going to get some final cards before we close the reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? There's that protection card. And we've also got fire. Look at that. Of course, that was to come out. They said one more, so very important. And first card we got here is Polar Bear Mystic, okay? Know that challenges make you stronger. There you go. As I said, everything that you fight for, it makes you more resilient. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within, okay? You just know. You just have that information. You don't know why you have that innate knowledge. You were just born with that. Trust that inner knowing. Trust that intuition, okay? It will never lead you astray. Plus, you know, you may face adversity in life, but that is your superpower, because you are, you know, you like to challenge yourself. You like to keep things interesting, but also it makes you stronger. Have faith within yourself. Don't doubt your wonderful self. Also, we've got sea turtle, okay, and that's all about protection. You are the master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy, okay? And because we got the Chariot card and the water element there, as I said, I feel like you may travel overseas. You may even settle overseas. You may wonder if your life is in another country. It may be something that you weigh up and you decide not to do, but it's something that weighs heavily on you, where you truly belong. And it may be overseas, is what they're indicating. Again, of course, that's not going to resonate for everyone, but it may be something that you dream of, but you decide to go where your heart brings you. And the final card here is Tiger, Fire. Okay, and it says, I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. So your guides are always with you, okay? That's, you know, they'll only step in if you're in danger, but if you ask for help, they will step in and they will sort of back you up like little, how can you put it? They're like little bodyguards, like side by side. You do not walk alone is what they want you to be aware of. But you have that passion. And of course, you're a fire element as well. Some of you may actually have the tiger as the totem animal and the bear. I mean, both cards are of resilience. You know, if you think about a tiger, it's a big cat. It has that calculation. It looks before it leaps. It weighs things up before it takes that big jump. So the cards that Spirit want to give you, Between Worlds. Between Worlds. And it says, caught between two worlds, comfort and the unknown. Only one can exist. Two paths, living two lives, indecision. So that's definitely something that resonates with my beautiful Aries out there, because there is that independent spirit, the one that wants to create new beginnings. Perhaps you go through many cycles where you create new beginnings, or you've got a lot of interesting ideas and your brain is like firing off on all cylinders, and you may be caught between a bit of a struggle between independence and adventure and settling down, domesticity, okay? Because on opposite sides of the spectrum, we've got the Fool card, which, you know, is very spontaneous, original, and that bright spark in the world, always having a new beginning or an adventure. And, you know, the Chariot card always being on the move. And then you've got the Queen of Pentacles over here, which is more of a homebody. Okay, so you may have that fight or flight energy within you. You will find that balance as you mature. Okay, we've also got questioning. And you always question everything. Questioning is good, but sometimes it can lead to analysis paralysis. And it says, stop thinking too much. There is purpose in not having all the answers. Doubt, skeptical, confusion, overthinking. So just be mindful that whilst it's great to create a plan, don't doubt your wonderful self, okay? Don't get lost in that Hamlet syndrome where you overthink things and then nothing happens, okay? So just be a little bit mindful of that. And finally, we've got Harvest. Wonderful. As I said, you're going to be very successful in life. And it says, you're about to receive rewards for all your hard work and dedication. Happiness, wealth, blessings, overflow. So a lot of goodness coming your way. It is harvest time. And I'm just going to give you some final mantra cards, things that you're meant to remember, that your guides want you to remember. The first one is, I am a creator. Okay, so you create your destiny, but also you create your abundance. You're very creative and artistic is what they're giving me, very talented. So it says, I am a creator. Also, you've got, I am blessed. And you absolutely are, okay? There are many blessings that will come your way, and your guides are with you every step of the way. Remember to take some time out for meditation or prayer, if that's how you speak to your source that you celebrate. I am safe, okay? So that is, your guides are with you, but also I feel like you're protected. There's this energy that keeps coming out that you're protected as you go through life, just so you're aware. And I have a higher purpose. Because you got that Judgment card as well, you have a higher calling and it fuels your soul. Don't ever ignore that, okay? Because that will lead you on the path where you're meant to be. Now, finally, I'm just going to get you 3 ruins. Is that 3? I closed my eyes, so I need to make sure it's 3. 1, 2, 3, right. Okay, so the first one you got here is all about wisdom. You are the student of life. You know, you absorb a lot of knowledge like a sponge. Also, this is a rune of inspiration, of advice. You give really good advice. Please take your own advice as well, because whilst you're firing up and inspiring other people, your guides want you to be aware of your possibilities and how you should pep talk yourself like that too. You're very, very inspirational. Now, we've also got human, the self. So sometimes you may have a lot of moments where you think about the big philosophical I am. I mean, that is your energy, right? So you may be always wondering about your place in the world, the self, being concerned with thought and, how your thoughts create your destiny and your place in the world. Big philosophical questions as to why am I here? What is my purpose? They may be questions that sort of pop in quite regularly towards you, my beautiful Aries. Remember, you're a human being, not a human doing all the time. So just take some time out to rejuvenate your energy. All answers will come to you. Oh, wow. Okay. Because I like to feel the energy before I look to see what it is. And they're showing me great wealth. Okay. So this is you being fulfilled in this lifetime, the power that you have, and there will be great wealth. Okay. Be mindful of greed, of course, but there will be lots of material gain. Stuff that you've really worked really hard for or made some great decisions on, but you will be financially very lucrative in this lifetime, just so you're aware. Okay. Don't forget the big dream, because that will take you to where you want to go. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Aries. If you'd like to be in with a chance to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is take a moment every morning to be grateful to the universe and thank the universe for all that you have and all that you have yet to receive, because the more grateful you are, the more the universe sends you situations to be grateful for. Okay, in the comments box below, just pop the sentence, I have an attitude of gratitude, and I'll gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 28th of April, and I'll announce the winner in a video upload. Also, if something resonates in this reading for you, please like or subscribe to my channel. It's completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is actually very important for me. Okay, thank you so much, my beautiful Aries. Love and light.